Joining me for this edition of Eye on the Arts is Amy Davis NAVARDAUSKAS, Marketing Director for the Lebesnick Center for the Arts in Michigan City. And Amy, nice to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
So you always have great exhibits up, several at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up right now?
We are about ready to open the Comics and Code exhibit, and along with that, in our upstairs galleries is going to be It's Not Your Sunday Comic Strip.
So they're related.
Yes.
And so obviously comics is the theme.
Yes.
And who's in the show?
In the show, there are several different artists. Shall I list them off for just a couple of the highlights?
Highlight for us.
There's a couple people that are more local. There's an artist from LaPorte, and his name is Paul Schultz. And then there's another artist, Corey Hampshire, who actually is an artist for both Marvel and for the Walking Dead comic series.
So these are people who have currently or have had careers in comic art.
Yeah, it's a nice range of artists that are emerging in their careers, as well as people that are pretty well established. So it's a nice range of career level, as well as genres within.
So does it reach back in time several decades as well as contemporary themes, or is it mostly all contemporary?
I believe it's mostly contemporary. I think that they're probably in the It's Not Your Sunday Comic Strip. There's probably some things that go back farther in that exhibit.
And so how many artists are in the show?
I would say it's less than a dozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the opening is going to be in conjunction with your First Friday.
Yeah. So the exhibit opens, but the opening reception is November 7th during our First Friday at 5.
And that's when there's lots of activity going on along Franklin Street in Michigan City.
It's a whole event that goes on downtown from 5 to 8 on November 7th. So we try to do our receptions.
So lots of artists, and then there are lots of artists in that Prince Street. What is that called? The Prince Street Gallery?
There's Prince Street Gallery. There's several different galleries along Franklin Street that have opened up. So
and then the Prince Street Gallery has artist spaces like workspace.
There's the South Shore, there's the Southern Shore Art Association, but then there's the Art Space, which is going to be close to Prince Galleries.
Okay.
But
so
that's
a
not
lot
open
going
yet.
on.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being here to tell us about it.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. We'll be back again next week with another edition of Eye on the Arts. Eye on the Arts is made possible in part by South Shore Arts, the Indiana Arts Commission, and the National Endowment for the Arts, a federal agency.